Why do you want this job? This is a very commonly asked interview question, often asked at the start of the interview to kick things off. My name is Harvey, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why this question is asked, what not to say to it, and the best responses that you could provide, with some examples for you as well. Let's get straight into it. Now, this question can be worded differently with a very similar meaning. For example, they could say, why do you want to work here? And it can be a tricky one, as it appears as a more casual question to start things off. Despite it appearing quite casual, the interviewer is still looking for a few things in your response. They want to know how much you know about the company, i.e. how much you've prepared, why the role is attractive to you, and where it fits into your career plan, because they want to assess if you're going to be in the role for the long term. Now, just before we look at some good and bad responses for this question, here are a few tips on how you can appropriately tackle it. I highly recommend that you research the company, the role, and the job description. Familiarize yourself with the company's strengths, their products or services, and their mission statement. This is so you can reference these points in your responses, and it also shows that you care enough to have looked into it. The next tip is to be specific in what you can provide for this role. When preparing for the interview, take a note of your strengths and how they match to what is asked on the job description. The interviewer is looking to see what you can add to the role and the wider business in comparison to the other candidates. Okay, now let's look at some strong responses that you can provide. And just like I did with my last video on tricky interview questions that will be linked below, I recommend that you don't copy word for word the responses I'm providing. Use them as a foundation and tailor them to your own experiences and your own skill set. Here's the first response. I understand that this company is growing at an exciting pace. As I've read on your website and in various articles, I'm aware that you're planning to introduce several new products in the near future. I want to be a part of this organization as it grows, and I know my experience in the industry area / job role would massively contribute to the department and wider organization as these products are rolled out. You can add on a relevant accomplishment here to support your statement, but just be aware of overextending your answer. This response shows that you've researched the business and also shows that you can specifically relate your experience to the job being advertised. Now let's have a look at the second response. I have worked in customer services within an office environment for the past 3 years. Not only am I experienced working with a wide variety of customers, I also greatly enjoy it. Being able to work for your company, which I know caters to a variety of business and industry sectors, would allow me to continue to put my skills to use in a role that I love. I can already tell that this is the kind of work environment I would look forward to coming to every single day. Now, that last sentence is a bit cringe, but at least it's a motive and it showcases that you really want the role and you're going to be passionate within it. You can remove it if you want, it's just there in case. Okay, here is the third and final response. I would love this job at your store because I know I would excel at it. I love engaging with people to provide them with assistance, and I gain genuine satisfaction from resolving problems for customers. I also have 2 years of experience working with till systems or another relevant skill at other stores. I'm a regular customer of this store, so I would love to bring my skills and experience to a company I genuinely believe in and support. Okay, so we talked about some good responses. Here's what not to say to this question. Don't mention salary or benefits as your motivator for joining the role. If an interviewer hears this, they may think that your main priority behind joining the business is just to secure a paycheck at the end of each month. If it is, then fair enough, that's probably an honest answer for most of us, but just in this occasion, I'd pick a different motivation to highlight. Secondly, don't mention convenience as a motivator behind joining, i.e. don't mention that the workplace is close to you, so convenient for the commute, or that you desperately need a job and this is the first one that came up. With this, there'll be concerns about your longevity in the role, and it just shows that you're not that bothered about the position. Okay, so that's how I would tackle this tricky question. I hope this video helped and was constructive. If you are interviewing at the moment, I wish you the best of luck. If you have got some suggestions on tricky interview questions that you'd like me to go through, please let me know in the comments as well. But other than that, please like and subscribe for more careers-related content and job-seeking advice. And yeah, that's all from me. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.